A grown-up word. Adulting. Let's hear a grown-up story. Adulting by Sharron Attwood.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
That one on?
Yes.
Adulting. It's actually a hashtag that I am prone to use. And yet when Lisa gave that to me as my word for this evening, the first thing I thought of was all the times I didn't actually feel like much of an adult. Like when you leave hospital and they give you a baby to take home and you've got no idea what you're going to do with it. Or that kind of pressure when you have to go and vote and feel like a grown-up and realise that Australia is making decisions based on what I do. And when I fill out the census and they're planning way ahead into the future based on my adult decisions. But it came to roost with me last month most of all when I was chosen to be on jury duty. And that's that time when you think, my adulting skills have got to kick in. And especially when I was actually put onto jury selection for a 5-day jury at the Supreme Court in front of the Supreme Court Justice. And there's gowns and gavels and 3 knocks at the door, stand up, sit down and listen to what you're told. And they told us a lot. And by the second day though, as I'm sitting there waiting for this adult skills to kick in and realise the gravity of the situation, my fellow jurors decided to elect me Madam Forewoman. So not only was I there being an adult representing my peers, my community, who decided this was what we would do, but I was also representing the other people on the jury. And I started to feel quite old. I started to feel quite like an adult. But after we'd heard all of the evidence and they'd presented the case, it really kicked in when I found that the only people left standing in that courtroom were me, Madam Forewoman, and the defendant in the dock. As the judge leant forward and said, "Have you made a decision?" I said, "We have, Your Honour." "Is it unanimous, Madam Forewoman?" "It is, Your Honour." "And how say you, Madam Forewoman, on behalf of the jury? Do you find the defendant guilty or not guilty?" And as I gave that reply, it was then that I had adulted and felt I'd represented.